Hey everyone, welcome back to Buick Outdoors. If you're new here, my name is Sheldon Marion, and today we're spending the day out in the range, and we're going to be taking out the old Winchester Model 94 3030. This is a pre-64. Alrighty, so we got our target set up downrange there. It's at 50 yards. I just got two paper plates on my little target there. One's for 50 yards and one's for 100 yards if we stretch this thing out a little bit. The gun that we're using is an old pre-64 Winchester Model 94 3030. And, this thing, I know a lot of people will be going nuts to have this rifle because it's a Winchester Model 94 3030. It's a pre-64, but to me what makes this rifle real special, it's my grandpa's old gun that was handed down to me. Unfortunately, my grandpa has passed away since, and it's also the rifle that my dad took his first moose with. So for those reasons, it's a pretty special little rifle to me. The whole Winchester craze, Model 94 craze, it's a cool gun and has a lot of history, and it's kind of like a family rifle now. So with that being said, it still is a Winchester, it still is a Model 94, still is a pre-64, and it's still a 3030. So however you want to take it, it's still a really cool rifle, and man, I can't wait to do some shooting with it. And the ammo that we're going to be using here today is the Lever Revolution's 160 grain FTX. They're a newer-ish bullet, well, for this old girl anyways. So it has a nice little flex tip on there, and they're designed to go into a tube magazine. So in the recoil of the rifle, this flex tip is a little softer on the firing pin, so you don't have any accidental discharges within the tube. But we'll load a couple of these up. We'll see how she takes them. There seems to be a slight problem with the gate there. Put one in, go put in the next one, and it drops down in there. Comes up through, so yeah, that part's good. Oh well, maybe what I'll do is I'll put my earplugs in and we'll just shoot this thing single shot. Alrighty, so I got my earplugs in, got my one little bullet here, and this is gonna be the first time I've ever shot this rifle. When I got it, it wasn't in that great of shape. The firing pin had to be replaced, the front sight had to be replaced, and also it needed a very, very deep cleaning. So with that all being said, I took it to the gunsmith. They pretty well ripped it all apart, replaced the necessary parts, and this is going to be my first shot with this rifle. So let's give her a go. I can't even see where I shot it, so give me 2 seconds here. I'm going to grab the binoculars, I'm going to look and see if I can see it. Well, at 50 yards, we're shooting about 6 inches low or so. So let's shoot one more and see where this one hits. Looks like we're right there beside her, but yeah, about 6 inches low, slightly more to the left. So an old single shot, well, not single shot, but old iron sights lever action. Yeah, we're looking like a 2-3 inch group there, so that's not too bad so far. I want to see if I can adjust the sight on this thing and raise it up, and then we'll take a couple more shots with it. Alright, so I gave the little iron sight here 1 notch up, and we'll load up another one, and we'll see where this one hits. And again, pull out the old binoculars. That one hit just the very, very bottom edge of the red dot, I believe. So what we'll do, we'll load up another one. See where this one hits. Oh, perfect. So it's hard to really tell whether or not we're actually low or not, because that front bead sight, it takes up pretty well 3/4 of that paper plate from 50 yards. So the paper plate is here, and that front bead takes up about that much. So the fact that I'm able to put 2 shots, well, 4 shots now within 2 inches, we're just low on the first 2. Like, this gun is shooting phenomenal for being an old rifle that, let's be honest, was not taken care of all that great. To be able to do little groups like that at 50 yards, you know, it open sights, that little bead, it takes up, oh, at least half of that pie plate. So to me, that is just phenomenal. So I think what I'm gonna do, I don't know if I'll do 100 yards. At 100 yards, this bead, it already takes up at least half of that paper plate. At 50, at 100 yards, it'll, nah, it wouldn't be an accurate test. So what I'll do is I'll stretch it out to 75 yards instead of 100, and then that way the bead will probably take up the majority of the paper plate. Yeah, but at least then we'll still be able to take a couple of shots with it anyways for the long range aspect of it, even though it's only 75 yards. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna move that out to 75 yards, and then we'll take a couple more shots. Alrighty, so I just moved the target to 75 yards, and putting this up on the shooting sticks and looking down there. Ooh. That bead takes up pretty well the entire plate, except for like that very outer corner where they kind of put like those little blue flowers, you know, on the paper plate. Other than that, this bead takes up pretty well that entire plate. But at least it kind of puts it into perspective too. If I want to use this on a deer or a bear or something like that, it's gonna be a 50 to 75 yard gun, or closer, really. But you know, that comfort zone of 50 yards will be about all you can get out of this one. Yeah, like 75 on a bear, you'll be able to shoot them, but man, you definitely won't be taking any neck shots or anything like that. But anyways, we'll load this up, we'll see if we can hit that target down there at 75 yards. Alrighty, let's see what we did. I want to say that we actually hit the very bottom right side of the red circle. So with that being said, we'll load up one more, see if we can do that again. I don't think I'm going to count that one as a shot. The old Winchester has a pretty hair trigger on her. I wasn't quite ready for that one, but we'll check her out. I bet you that one's probably going to be a little high and left. Nope. It's pretty well dead center and low, and I kind of screwed up my target, but it's slowly starting to rain, and I don't want to fix my target, so I'm just going to shoot at it again anyways. Let's see what happens here. Alrighty. Oh, that one hit just a hair to the right of the last one. You know, this thing's so much fun to shoot. Even out there at 75 yards, I'm gonna shoot one more, just to say that we did. You know, this is such a fun rifle. Maybe red's not the best color. I think I hit the red. I'm not 100% sure. It's pretty hard to tell. You know, not that big of a hole, and seeing a hole in that red, for some reason, it's just kind of hard to see. But man, what a fun little gun. You know, it's a fun gun. It's fun to shoot. It's easy to handle. It's not heavy. You know, there's a story to the rifle, whether it's my family story or just the Winchester story to it. You know, it's such a unique and fun little gun, and you know, it's a lever action. Lever actions, they've always been fun to shoot. You know, it's kind of an old cowboy's gun kind of a thing. Every kid growing up, you know, always played the old cowboy game, and you know, it's a blast to shoot, and I'm so glad that I got this gun, just for the, you know, my family's story side of things. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, yeah, if you ever come across an old Winchester Model 94, whether it's a pre-64 or not, man, I'd highly suggest you pick one up. Unfortunately, the pre-64s, they are a bit more pricey by the sounds of it. You know, they're a couple $1,000 kind of a thing. I honestly can't tell you exactly, because I've never really been much of like the collector's side of thing. Like, I have a lot of guns, but I'm not much of a gun collector. You know, I'm just a gun shooter and enthusiast kind of a thing, you know. So for that aspect of side of things, the best thing to do would be call up a gunsmith, or go to your gun store, or call up a buddy who knows more than I do about it. Because really, to me, as long as the gun works and is safe and it's fun, you know, that's what I'm into, and that's exactly what this thing is. Other than the feeding issue, but that's no big deal. Let's just shoot a single shot. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you yeah, I hope you guys have some sort of a family rifle that's getting passed along throughout your family tree. You know, this thing means the absolute world to me. It's much like my old single shot 16 gauge shotgun that my great grandpa passed down along the lines to me, and now I got my grandpa's 30-30. So yeah, this is what it's all about, guys. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button down in the corner. Leave us a comment or two. Tell us about your old rifles that you got. Subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you on the next one.